This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Scottish Highland cows. When your emo band needs a bovine frontman. It's Wednesday, March 6th, 2024. I'm Ben, and this is Chris. We'd like to welcome you back to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
I think Aaron is looking for a bovine frontman for an emo band. That's why he's not here today, I think. He's gotten well from his sickness, but he's out there.
Yeah.
He's getting together. I think it's like a cover dashboard band.
Dashboard, an animal themed.
Yes.
Dashboard confessional.
I think he might be looking for one of these Scottish Highland cows.
Dashboard cow confessional. I can do better. Nope, I don't want to overthink it. I think dashboard cow confessionals.
So
okay.
When he's back with the band, our band, we'll
the house, the Another Great Day house band.
That's right. We will greatly rejoice. It'll be good. But we're gonna carry on without Aaron today.
Yeah, he's getting better though. So, speaking of Aaron, Chris, this may sound a little insecure. That's fine. It's totally fine. I'm embracing it. I know I'm 40. I know who I am now. Would you rather be friends with me or with Aaron?
This is a terrible question.
I know. But I mean, don't answer yet. I have diamonds. I can offer you diamonds.
Diamonds.
I can offer you hot air balloon rides that we can take together.
Oh.
I may have access to a recreational vehicle and 10,000 birds that can sing any song you want, including 10,000 Candles in the Wind from the hit NBC show Parks and Recreation.
This is very strange.
Don't answer no.
Okay.
Don't answer no. Just think about it. Mull on it. Think about it. There's no wrong answer, but
I'll figure it out.
Think about it. Just think about it and let me know, not Aaron. And that'll take us to
the next thing.
Our new our segment, T-Rivia.
That's right. This is hopefully it's going to be with Aaron and Rivers, or maybe just Rivers. We're not quite sure. We're working it out. So take it away. And that'll bring us to this day in history.
That's right. On this day in history, Chris, March 6th, 2018.
Wait, that's not long ago.
No, it's but 6 years ago. Some of you may have been alive. It's possible. I was. Chris was.
Yes.
The world's oldest message in a bottle was found in Western Australia, thrown from a German ship named Paula 132 years prior. Now, you and I probably have a favorite part of that story.
Well, it's just funny. There's a couple of things, a couple of questions I have about this story.
Uh-huh.
The name of the ship.
Yep.
Is a person's name.
Sure is.
I want a Chris ship now.
Yep. Oh, let's go sailing on the Chris.
It's just called the name.
Yeah.
Let's go get aboard the Paula.
Hey, there's Paula.
It's a
anybody
ship.
seen Paula?
It's an actual boat.
You mean her aunt? My friend's aunt? No. My boat.
The second thing is the premise of this fact. I want to go deep here.
Hit it.
Does anybody take a moment in your car and think about this? Can you read the first part of that again? Where it says...
The world's oldest message in a bottle.
Pause. That.
Yep.
Take a moment and think about how can this be true? The world's oldest message in a bottle was just found. So it
was the oldest recorded message in a bottle.
Recorded.
Sure. I think that's fair.
Okay. Because if it's just the oldest message in a bottle, we probably have not found it.
That's true. It's in a bottle somewhere.
It's still in a bottle.
That's true. No,
so there could be
true.
a 1,000-year-old one that has not yet been found.
100% agree. All right, guys. Well,
so that is my
I no longer get to pick
thoughts.
the
no, that's great.
This day in history.
This created discussion.
And yeah,
You are now always picking this day in history.
Okay, well, can I just say the backup this day in history was that renowned two famous basketballers, two famous basketball players were born today. Shaquille O'Neal and Italian painter and sculptor Michelangelo. How often do you get two basketball players in one day?
That's one of those is a very
That's a miracle.
Basketball player.
Yeah, Michelangelo's incredible.
Yep. At
Incredible.
painting.
So good.
And that'll bring us to today's question of the day. Have you ever lost something? This question, this bottle was lost at sea. Ben is currently losing something right now. He has lost something.
I can't tell if I lost it.
And
I may have lost it. I can't. Let me check.
have you ever lost at something? So this is an activity or a task or maybe even a game or something where you lost the game or the thing. What was one of the most important memories of you losing something? And did you learn anything from losing?
Talk about it. Think about it. Car.
Kroger aisle.
Or yeah. Talk about it with your checker at Kroger.
Yep. Or the leaves in the gutter.
Right.
So I have it's not a classical losing, but I bet against myself that I could do something and I lost at it many times.
20-piece chicken McNugget by yourself? I know.
Could never get to the 20th.
I've done it.
I bet I was competing against myself at doing a skateboard move called a shove it.
Okay.
And this is where
It's aggressive.
It is because you shove the board.
Okay.
You're on the board. You pop it up into an ollie, which is a jump on a board where you bring the board with you. And as you come up, it is going to rotate flat like a plate.
Okay.
Just 180 degrees underneath your feet. And you're supposed to catch it again on your feet and come back down on it. And I lost so many times at trying to do the shove it.
So what'd you learn? What's your most important memory of?
So my most important memory of this, and I may have mentioned this before in the podcast, so I'm sorry, repeat listeners. Eventually, I tried a different tactic than just over and over and over. I did that a whole bunch. I just tried the same thing over and over again to get my muscles to learn and my muscles to get stronger. Then I changed tactics to do a shove it into another trick and force my brain to assume that I had the previous thing learned, even though I didn't. So the other trick was called a manual, where you do a pop a wheelie.
Okay.
You bring up the front, land only on two wheels.
Okay.
So doing a shove it into a manual is quite difficult.
Okay.
You can often lose your balance and fall down. But I had determined in my brain that I was going to assume that my shove it trick was done well and good. And that I would then have to focus on the after trick. And it worked so well to make my brain think I could do it.
That's great.
I've always heard the old thing is like you visualize yourself doing the thing, like making the shot, like when you're shooting a basketball or whatever. This was that kind of my version of that.
That's great.
So that's what I learned from trying to do this skateboarding trick.
Okay. Right on. I was trying to think of it, and then I was like, I'm listening to Chris.
I'm sorry.
Like, no. Oh, yeah.
You put on your listening ears. I
did.
can't believe it. Conversation happened.
Ah, man, I was actively listening, and here I was trying to be a good friend. I'm not a big, like, sports guy. Spoilers. And I didn't do a lot of sports or activities like that. But as an actor, I went out for a lot of roles and things, and I was in a lot of, when I was doing more on-camera auditions, I auditioned for the Coen brothers. I auditioned for True Grit. They did a remake of the old John Wayne movie. They did, had
if you
Jeff Bridges
go out to act and don't get a role, do you call it losing the role? Losing?
Well, I got like called I got called back for it.
Oh, you got called back, so you made it past the first round.
Right, I got back with the first round, so I guess technically I lost at it. I got you. If it was you go audition and you don't get it, sure. I mean, that happens every day, especially in the world I'm in, where I'm auditioning
all the time,
every day, and I don't hear back on most of those things, and that's just the world I'm in. But that one, I was like, oh, because it was like
you got called back.
I got called back to go.
Was it one of your earlier things too? Or
it was probably that movie probably came out early 2010s, late like 2010, 2011. But it was super. I was like, man, it'd be super cool. But didn't, and that's okay. I didn't get it, but I learned. Like I was like, there was that one, and there was another one where I was not prepared for the final audition. I got called back for another one. I won't say what it was. It was again, because it was very embarrassing. I wasn't ready for it. But I learned you got to be prepared.
Interesting.
I was not ready, and I learned. My deepest memory of that is you weren't ready, buddy, and that's why you didn't get it. You didn't prepare.
Practice, prepare. There you go.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
And this is the thing about these kind of learnings.
Yeah.
Is that we can say this out loud. People in the car might be listening and be like, "Oh, that's a thing. Cool. Yeah. You learned that.
Yeah.
That you need to prepare or try the trick after that on your skateboard." Until you have lost, until you have felt it in your body and in your mind.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, you can kind of see it and maybe learn from it, but it might take you, the word that I was going to say is the big word, embodying that experience yourself.
Yeah.
Being in it, you losing, and how you respond to your loss, how you respond to that problem.
Dude, it sometimes has to hurt for it to stick.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I guess it would have been so cool. Like, it would have been cool to get that trick.
And one more random deep thought. This is not warranted from this podcast, but we're
going long. We're getting deep today.
Whenever I look up historical things on this podcast, most of the things in history are the bad things that people have written down. This bad thing happened. We wrote it down. This is where all the pivotal points. People look back at all these struggles, and that's where things changed. Like this tough thing happened. We note that. And we see what we learned from it. So I encourage all of the listeners, young people, specifically me, I listen to this, and my daughter, that I know that we have times where we see a problem and it's tough and we don't want to deal with it, and we lose an opportunity to learn and grow if we shy away from the hard things. So that is my talk for the day. So
That'll preach.
All right, there you go. Right on the second star to the right until morning. That's where the dad jokes
over there.
Are sitting, I believe.
You got to go past just that weird star.
The star is called McFall.
Oh, where's that McFall star? What you got for us today? It's over by the Scottish Highland cow.
It is. Take it away, Wes.
Hey there, Aaron and Chris. They always say that childbirth is the most painful thing anyone will experience. Maybe I was too young to remember. I don't think it hurt that much. Have another great day.
All right. Thank you, Wes, for that joke. And we're going to go on to our word of wisdom. It comes to us from Proverbs. Chapter 28, verse 21. Those who show favoritism aren't good. People who do wrong for a crust of bread.
To have regard for one person over another and to show favoritism is not good.
Wait. You finish what you're saying. Sorry.
Well, because for a piece of bread, a man will transgress.
This sounds a lot like those diamonds earlier.
Well, that was the last thing I was going to offer you, Chris, for your friendship was a crust of bread. And I'm really glad I didn't, because this
is saying showing favoritism isn't good.
Yeah. I wouldn't want you to favor me because I offered you diamonds or
hot air balloons
or recreational vehicles or well-trained birds or bread.
I choose you and Aaron for friendship.
I'll take a both.
Not on your offerings of items, but on the merit of you being a human.
Like, what do you even do with diamonds? I mean, you can wear them, but like
you immediately sell them.
Okay. Just again, throwing this out there, we could do that. We could do that, or we could wrap up the show.
Let's do it. Let's hit that music and call it a day. Our mission here on Another Great Day is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
Thank you for tuning in. If you could take a few minutes to rate and review the show, there's a lot of content out there, and we hope you enjoy the show and want to share it with your friends and family. We want to make a short show for you guys to enjoy, but we need your help to beat the internet, folks. Most importantly, we hope that you make it another
Great
day. We'll see you tomorrow.